The luxury restaurant fell completely silent because Daniel Cole, one of the richest men in Lagos, had just pushed his chair back. Belinda's heartbeat exploded instantly. No way. Under golden candlelight, Daniel adjusted his suit calmly, then lowered himself onto one knee. Gasps filled the restaurant. Phones appeared immediately. One woman nearby already started clapping. Belinda covered her mouth in shock, her eyes filled with tears. Oh my God! Daniel reached down slowly. Belinda nearly screamed, Yes! Oh my God, yes! The entire restaurant froze. Daniel looked up at her calmly, then tightened his shoelace. Silence. A waiter coughed awkwardly. Somebody laughed. Belinda wanted to disappear immediately. I thought you were... You thought wrong, Daniel replied smoothly. Heat rushed into her face. Then finally, for the first time that night, Daniel smiled. Small, dangerous. She doesn't know it yet. His eyes locked onto Belinda, but she's the love of my life. The black SUV remained parked quietly beside the road. Belinda stood frozen. The vehicle door remained open. Inside was dark, dangerously dark. Get in. That same calm voice again. Belinda swallowed hard, then slowly entered. The door shut immediately. Cool air wrapped around her skin. Her heartbeat refused to calm down. Daniel Cole sat beside her quietly. Expensive black shirt, rolled sleeves, cold eyes. The SUV began moving. Belinda kept staring at her hands. I already apologized, she whispered. Daniel didn't answer. Lagos lights drifted past silently outside. Then, finally, he spoke. You embarrassed me nationally. His voice was calm, too calm. Belinda nodded quickly. I know. Tears gathered immediately. I'm sorry. Daniel looked at her briefly, then away again. Silence. After a while, Belinda finally gathered courage. Are you taking me back to prison? No. Then where are we going? Daniel adjusted his wristwatch slowly, then finally faced her fully. You owe me. Fear returned instantly. Belinda's chest tightened. I don't have money. I know. Then what do you want? Daniel leaned against the armrest. You understand social media better than most companies. Belinda frowned. What? You built attention from almost nothing. I built lies. No. He shook his head once. You built attention. That silence after his statement felt strange. Then he continued. My company is launching a youth campaign next month. Belinda blinked. I don't understand. You're going to help fix the damage you caused. Her eyes widened. You want me to work for you? Temporary. Belinda almost laughed. This has to be punishment. Daniel gave a tiny smack. Maybe. For the first time since entering the SUV, the tension shifted slightly. Not gone, but softer. The next morning, Belinda arrived at Adikuli Holdings. The building alone intimidated her. Massive glass walls, luxury cars, people who smelled expensive. Whispers followed immediately. That's Bella Cruz, the fake influencer. She actually came here? Belinda lowered her eyes, but she kept walking. Because shame had already destroyed her once, she survived it. A beautiful woman approached her, tall, elegant, with sharp expression. "I'm Vanessa, Mr. Cole's assistant." Vanessa studied her carefully, then surprisingly smiled. "You're prettier in real life." Belinda blinked. Thank you?" Vanessa laughed softly. "Relax, everybody here is scared of him too." Belinda almost smiled. Almost. Days passed, then weeks. Belinda began working on Daniel's youth campaign project. At first, he barely spoke to her. Only instructions, meetings, work. But slowly, something strange began happening. Daniel kept appearing whenever she struggled. Not emotionally, practically. The first time happened during heavy rain. Belinda stood outside the office building waiting for public transport. Cars splashed dirty water carelessly around her. Her phone battery had died. She looked exhausted. Then, suddenly, a black umbrella appeared above her head. Belinda turned. It was Daniel. Still expressionless, still calm. "You'll get sick standing here." Belinda blinked. "I'm fine." "No, you're not." Then he handed her car keys. "My driver will take you home." Belinda stared. "And you?" "I have another car." Before she could answer, he walked away. Just like that. No smile, no softness, nothing. But that night, Belinda couldn't stop thinking about it. Then came the second moment. One afternoon inside the office cafeteria, two female staff whispered loudly behind Belinda. Imagine lying about dating a billionaire. Shameless, honestly. Belinda quietly kept eating, pretending not to hear. Then suddenly, a tray landed beside hers. Daniel sat down. The entire cafeteria became silent immediately. Belinda nearly choked. Daniel calmly opened his water. Then, without looking at the women behind, "If you people spent half this energy working," silence, "the company would make more profit." Nobody spoke again. Belinda stared at him in shock. Daniel ate calmly, like nothing happened. After a while, Belinda whispered, "You didn't have to do that." Daniel finally looked at her. "Yes, I did." Then he stood up and left. Belinda watched him go, confused, because the man who publicly humiliated her kept quietly protecting her. Weeks later, Belinda slowly rebuilt herself. She stopped chasing fake luxury, stopped posting lies, stopped pretending. And strangely, people online started loving the real her. She began posting simple things, helping her mother cook, working late, encouraging unemployed youths, speaking honestly about pressure. Her followers returned slowly, but this time, the connection felt real. One evening, Sharon screamed over video call, "Belinda! What? You are trending again!" Belinda nearly fainted. "Please, no." Sharon laughed loudly. "No, this one is good." Apparently, somebody secretly recorded Belinda buying food for roadside children after work. The clip spread massively. Comments flooded immediately. "She actually has a good heart. She made a mistake, but she's genuine. She's healing." Belinda stared quietly at the screen, emotional, because for the first time ever, people liked her without lies. Then came the night everything changed. Adequale Holdings hosted a luxury charity gala. Politicians, celebrities, media houses, influencers, the biggest people in Lagos attended. Belinda almost refused going. "I don't belong there." Daniel looked at her calmly. "Yes, you do." That sentence remained inside her chest all day. That evening, Belinda entered the event wearing a pearl ivory satin dress, elegant, simple and beautiful, with soft glam makeup, long black hair flowing gently around her shoulders. The entire room noticed immediately. Even Belinda became nervous. Across the room, Daniel looked up and froze briefly. Vanessa noticed instantly. "You're staring again." Daniel looked away immediately, but the damage was done. Later that night, Belinda stood alone on the balcony overlooking Lagos lights. The city glittered beautifully below. Then footsteps approached. It was Daniel. He stood beside her quietly. For a while, neither spoke. Then Daniel finally said, "You know what your problem is?" Belinda frowned slightly. "What?" "You keep waiting for people to validate your existence." That hit deeply because it was true. Belinda looked down quietly. "I got tired of feeling invisible." Daniel watched her. Then, surprisingly, "My mother understood that feeling too." Belinda looked up. "She grew up poor?" Daniel nodded. "She used to sell food beside a bus stop." Belinda stared. Something softened inside her immediately. Then Daniel added quietly, "She would have liked you." Silence. Belinda's heartbeat changed instantly. Not louder, softer, more dangerous. Before she could respond, Daniel stepped away. "Good night, Belinda," and left, leaving her completely confused. From that night onward, everything became complicated. Because Daniel never flirted openly, never confessed anything, never crossed the line. But somehow, he was always there. When she skipped meals during work, food appeared on her desk. No note, no explanation. When her trolls attacked her online again, powerful accounts suddenly defended her. When her younger brother's school threatened expulsion over unpaid fees, the debt disappeared mysteriously. Belinda confronted Daniel immediately. "Did you pay my brother's fees?" Daniel kept signing documents calmly. "No." "Then who did?" "I don't know." Belinda narrowed her eyes. "You are lying." Daniel finally looked up. A tiny smile appeared. "Interesting. Now you hate lies." Belinda rolled her eyes immediately, and Daniel laughed softly. That laugh again, small, rare, and dangerously attractive. 3 months later, the internet fully changed its opinion about Belinda. People admired her honesty now. Brands returned, interviews returned, but this time, she remained herself. No fake luxury, no fake relationships, no Bella Cruz performance. Just Belinda. Then, one afternoon during a business lunch, a journalist suddenly asked, "Miss Okafor, are you and Daniel Cole dating?" The room became quiet immediately. Belinda looked shocked, then nervous, because honestly, she didn't even know anymore. Daniel spoke before she could answer. "No." The answer came quickly, cleanly, and professionally. Belinda smiled politely, but something painful entered her chest instantly. That night, she cried quietly inside her apartment, ashamed of herself, because somehow, without noticing, she had fallen in love with him. Days later, Belinda began avoiding Daniel. Only professional conversations, only work, no warmth. Daniel noticed immediately. One evening, he cornered her gently inside the hallway. "You've been avoiding me." "I'm busy." "No, you're not." Belinda looked away. Daniel studied her carefully. Then, finally,
Did I do something? That almost made her laugh because he had no idea, or maybe he did. Belinda forced a smile. No, then walked away quickly before her emotions betrayed her. Daniel remained standing there quietly, watching her leave.
2 weeks later, Belinda received an invitation to dinner from Daniel. Sharon screamed excitedly, "Go there and enjoy yourself!" Belinda eventually agreed, mostly because she needed distraction, and maybe she needed proof that her heart could survive being around Daniel without falling deeper for him. That evening, inside the luxury restaurant, Daniel was different. Relaxed, funny, dangerously charming. For once, he wasn't behaving like the cold billionaire who kept confusing her emotions. And somehow, that became the problem. Because the softer he became, the harder it was for Belinda to protect her heart. Then, suddenly, Daniel pushed his chair back. The entire restaurant slowly noticed. Belinda's heartbeat exploded instantly. No way. Daniel calmly adjusted his suit, then lowered himself onto one knee. Gasps filled the restaurant immediately. Thorns appeared. Waiters stopped moving. Belinda covered her mouth in complete shock. Her eyes immediately filled with tears. Oh my God! Daniel reached toward his shoes slowly. Belinda's mouth opened wide in excitement. Yes! Yes! Oh my God, yes! People inside the restaurant turned immediately. Waiters stopped walking. One woman nearby even started clapping happily. But Daniel Cole only stared at her calmly from where he knelt. Then, slowly, he looked down and tightened his shoelace. Belinda froze. The entire restaurant became awkwardly quiet. A waiter coughed. Somebody laughed softly from another table. Belinda wanted the ground to open and swallow her immediately. Daniel stood up smoothly, like nothing happened. Then he adjusted his expensive wristwatch. His face remained completely serious. Belinda cleared her throat quickly. I thought... You thought wrong, replied Daniel calmly. Heat rushed into her face instantly. She grabbed her glass of water and drank too fast. Daniel finally turned slightly toward the camera. For the first time, a tiny smile appeared on his face. Then he whispered softly, "She doesn't know it yet, but she's the love of my life." He looked back at her immediately. "Bella." Belinda looked up nervously. "Put yourself together."
1 month later, Belinda's campaign became nationally successful. She was invited to speak at a major youth conference. The same girl once mocked online now inspired millions. After the event ended, reporters surrounded her. Questions flew everywhere. Then suddenly, one reporter shouted, "Belinda, are you finally dating Daniel Cole?" The crowd became quiet immediately. Belinda smiled nervously. Then, before she could answer, a familiar voice behind her, "Yes." Gasps exploded instantly. Belinda turned sharply. Daniel walked forward calmly. Elegant black suit, controlled expression, but his eyes remained locked on her. The reporters nearly lost their minds. What changed? Daniel ignored all of them. Instead, he stopped directly in front of Belinda, then slowly reached into his pocket. Belinda's eyes widened instantly. No way, not here, not publicly. Daniel looked at her quietly. Then for the first time since she met him, the walls disappeared completely. No cold billionaire, no controlled businessman, just a man deeply in love. His voice softened. 6 months ago, you lied to the entire internet because you wanted people to choose you. Belinda's eyes immediately filled with tears. Daniel continued, but somewhere along the way, he smiled softly. I did too. The crowd became completely silent. Then slowly, Daniel Cole knelt down. This time, for real. Belinda covered her mouth immediately. Tears exploded down her face. Daniel opened the ring box calmly. Belinda Okafor, not Bella Cruz. Belinda. I don't want the internet version of you. His eyes softened. I want the girl who survived Lagos heat, roasted corn, heartbreak, humiliation, and still remained kind. Belinda completely broke down crying.
Daniel smiled softly. So this time, he raised the ring slightly. This time, you can say yes. Belinda burst into emotional laughter immediately. Yes! The crowd exploded. Cameras flashed wildly. People screamed, but Daniel only looked at her like the entire world had disappeared. Then finally, he placed the ring gently on her finger and kissed her. Long, soft, certain. The internet exploded again that night, but this time, the story was finally real. Far away from the chaos online, a private jet descended slowly through the Lagos night sky. Rain touched the runway lightly as the aircraft wheels landed smoothly inside the private wing of Murtala Mohammed Airport. Luxury SUVs already waited nearby. Airport staff hurried into position immediately. Then finally, the jet door opened. First came the heels, sharp, elegant, confident. Then she appeared, tall, beautiful, dangerously composed. A woman stepped out wearing a fitted cream trench coat over an all-black luxury outfit, dark designer sunglasses despite the night, and diamond earrings that caught the runway light softly. Her skin glowed deep bronze beneath the airport lighting. Long, silky black hair flowed behind her effortlessly. Every movement screamed old money. The security men around the runway lowered their heads respectfully. One of them quickly approached. "Welcome back to Lagos, Miss Whitmore." She removed her sunglasses slowly. Cold, intelligent eyes, perfect makeup, controlled expression. "Has Daniel seen the news yet?" she asked calmly. The man hesitated. The entire country has." She smiled faintly. Not angry, not emotional. That somehow felt worse. An assistant quickly handed her a tablet. On the screen, Daniel kissing Belinda. Cassandra watched silently for a few seconds, then zoomed in slowly on the engagement ring. The rain continued falling softly around the runway. Finally, she handed the tablet back. Her voice remained calm, deadly calm. "Daniel," she stepped toward the waiting SUV. "You just signed your death warrant."